Welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, the fastest growing podcast in the nation and some may say the world. Today I have Dan and James with me. No Lucas. You know, he's got a wedding to plan for, so you can excuse him for this podcast, but we hope to see him in the near future. Well, he probably won't. He's got, yeah.
Dog.
We've got a dog. But he also has his honeymoon, so it might be a little while, guys. Might be a little while. But Dan, mate, how you been?
Mate, I'm feeling on top of the world.
On top of the world. That's
we'll get into
fantastic.
why I'm feeling on top of the world in a moment, but I went to NRL Grand Final, as we know.
Yep, bloody good weekend.
Then best comeback in NRL history of Grand Finals, and yeah.
But the free-peat in
three-peat.
live action, how good.
I witnessed history.
that's something. James, mate, how you been?
Yeah, bit down. One of Parramatta's only records has been broken.
That is rough.
Other than that, absolute belcher of a weekend. Sunk way too much piss, stayed out way too late. Bodies are feeling worse for wear now, but ready to break it all down.
Yeah, I feel like it's drinking season is upon us because like the heat is pumping and like we sunk a lot of alcohol on the weekend. And
you guys would have sunk more on Sunday, but
yeah.
I think a lot was sunk on Saturday.
Like back-to-back days, 2 grand finals. Wow, that was a lot. It was a lot. Still paying for it, as James says. I think I sweated all out at work today, but you know, we move.
Isn't it funny that we say like the drinking season is upon us?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think we'd say the drinking season is while the NRL's on.
This is true. I think, I don't know, just so many big events happening, and then, you know, it seems like everyone's birthdays are around this time. And you've got the big racing days as well.
Yeah, Spring Carnival loves. It's just loves a beer on Spring Carnival.
Yeah, you can't say no to it, really. Well, Lucas, how are you? Yep. Okay. Sweet. We'll get into accountability, and we'll start off with Lucas. He is in hot form, lads. 4 in a row the man has done. I thought him picking 2 this week would be his undoing, but he gets both of them up. He gets Amelia's Jewel, his favourite horse in the world. She stormed in. And
what a run by her. Yeah. Let's just say that.
And then Antino, another good horse, another $something favourite, cruises in as well. Lucas, he's gone 4 in a row. If he gets 5, I'm pretty sure that's the record. I'm pretty sure that's what I hit. So he could go one better than me.
Do you reckon he'll turn up in the same outfit that you did when you won?
I hope so. I hope he gets all blinged up and looks good. Now we'll move into another winner for the week. It was me, Leachy's Lock. Had Just Fine. It was a Just Fine race. It's looking really good, this horse. At that distance, I think it's 2,400 and cruises in again. It's, I think 3 in a row now, so it's going well. We'll get into it a bit later, but the man of the moment, I'm just gonna pass it over to you, mate. It's been a long time.
I don't know what this is like. What do I say? I've never won before. I finally fucking did it. Yes. After 29, 30 weeks, I finally fucking did it.
He's done it.
I was going to go for the Hello Sports Boys record, but, you know, I just thought if I went the favourite, I looked in very fucking big doubt when Ezra Mam got a hat-trick. I was absolutely shitting myself.
When Ezra Man had what is now known as the second best ever 20-minute period in the Grand Final history.
But yeah, as everyone's seen on Sunday, Panthers won 1-12. I get to keep this as shocking as it looks.
How good.
Yeah,
it only took one of the best teams of our generation to win your
and one of the best players to have the best 20-minute period. Big lift from you, Dan. Getting to there. What did you say anything to the players? To look, I need you to lift here.
Look, I went into the sheds at halftime. Like I just barged through all security, and everything. I just said to him, look, mate, my hair is on the line here. Like, I haven't got much of it left. Please, Nathan, just do something for me. And he's like, mate, last 20 minutes, I got you.
I got you, fam. Don't worry. Let me steer the ship. Anyway, Dan, it's a congratulations. I'll give you a round of applause. Pat yourself on the back if you're back. That's good stuff. Can't believe it. I didn't think I'd see the day that you'd win. But no, the punters.
We all know I've had some winners on bets before,
Yeah,
but just not on my.
just not for your decision.
Yeah.
And well, now it's solidified as Dan's decision. It's not dumb anymore. We've got to win. We've got
So
to win.
Lucas might be 4 in a row, but Dan's 1 in a row. Watch your back.
He's coming.
Is there any favourites playing this weekend?
He's coming for my top punter spot in no time. All right.
By Christmas, I'll get out.
I think so. James, bit of a somber note because we just had 3 wins in a row. How'd the jam go, mate?
Oh, mate. Looked like there was opportunities, but Broncos decided that Mitch Kenny was going to be first try scorer with that horrible short dropout.
I completely forgot about that, but I was pissing myself laughing.
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, everything pointed towards To'o except for the bounce of the ball.
Yeah.
You know that try got him off the nudie run?
Yeah,
First try
insane.
all
How good's
year.
that?
Yeah.
Like, you would love that. Just the easiest try you'll probably score.
I heard, I think it was Rugby League Guru said it as a funny stat. It happens every now and then that someone scores a try to get off the nudie in a grand final. One of the other players to do it was Scott Sattler, a hooker for Penrith.
Yeah.
Hey,
How crazy is that?
lucky bugger, honestly. I had the other dummy half for my first try, if you guys remember. I picked Billy Walters,
Yeah.
so I was close.
I picked good old Dreamy Eyes.
Dreamy eyes, Walshy. Listener bet, we had a loss. It was the Rugby League Lounge, a new better.
Shout out.
To them. They had Carrigan for Clive Churchill. Look, maybe if Broncos won, it would have been Mam. So
Yeah.
what am I saying?
And I think he was one of the multiple tired bodies that didn't get there for that last Cleary try.
It was Jordan Ricky Reese Walsh.
Yeah.
Want me to keep going?
Dan's rewatched that moment so many times.
I went home and I said to my mum, I was telling her about the game, and then I said, surely the second half's on Fox right now. Turn it on. It's the last 20 minutes. The last 20 minutes of NRL.
Well,
Greatest game of NRL.
Greatest game of NRL. We'll get into that right now. As you said, the greatest game of NRL, Dan. We'll get into it. We've already talked a bit about it, but Penrith win the 2023 NRL Premiership. The first team to go 3 in a row in the NRL era. Last being James's team, Parramatta, as we've already
40
mentioned.
years ago.
40 years ago. They won 26-24 in one of the best, I think, refereed grand finals. One of the best comebacks I've ever seen. Two of the best individual performances I've ever seen in a grand final. It was absolutely amazing to watch. James, your opinions of the game and just some moments that kind of come to your head.
The game was absolutely ridiculous. Like the speed, the intensity. Hopefully next year other teams can step up to the party, but because the difference between this game and last week's games were night and day. But moments that stood out for me was how bad Cleary was for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
And then when the game's on the line, after he's just been stood up by Reece Walsh for that third man try, then the line break for the try assist, and then to follow it up, that next set third tackle, big 40-20, you're like, holy crap, this is on.
Yeah.
This is on.
And then for that Stephen Crichton try in that set.
Just another moment to his career.
Ice in his veins. It is a thing of beauty. And I mentioned it, Adam G, hats off to his refereeing because he let the game flow and it was just back and forth footy. And that's what you like to see. You like to see the big boys going at it. You like to see Moses Leota running over Carrigan. That was a highlight moment of the game.
We had Broncos supporters next to us, and I just said, was that Carrigan that just got put on his ass? And they're like, surely it's Billy Walters or someone. They didn't believe that Carrigan could get put on his ass like that.
Back 5 meters. Also, in these times of happiness for Penrith fans, we want to shout out to Mo. We hope you're doing all right.
Let's check
that 1-800 858. Oh, wait, Cam got
that one too.
But the game, Cleary, Clive Churchill deserves the only other person you would go to is Mam in a losing team. Is close to giving it to him of how good he played for 80 minutes.
Yeah.
And he said 60-minute performance,
Well,
not so well for Cleary.
Even
but-
Mam, it was like he played all right in the first half, but it was still the from the 40th minute to the 60th minute that he did his damage.
There's players like Edwards who just never takes a backward step.
Was
and
he?
just-
Did he? I think they ended up giving him like 305 meters or something like
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah, it was something like that. It was crazy.
Their forward pack's dominated. Toto never gets driven back once.
and then you got like Payne Haas for like had an absolutely like a huge performance for the Broncos, and
Yeah,
It's just that you feel for the Broncos fans so much.
yeah.
I was like, oh, that's it. Game's over. 24-8. Pack it up.
oh, when you see
That's what
Cleary have his ankles broken, Mam scores his
Yeah.
third, goes up, they go up by 16. You go, nah, there's no chance, no chance. I think there was only one person on the field that thought they could win that.
Yeah.
Like I was looking around when Cleary went over for that try, and when he's kicked the goal, I've got a woman sitting next to me who's a Broncos fan crying. A woman down in the row in front of us to the left crying. I'm like, bruh, this is
Oh,
bad.
bro.
This is bad. But I also want to go back to the Cleary line break.
Yeah.
For Moses Leota to be backing up of all people,
Ligota.
Ligota.
What
Like,
a man.
a front row
Yeah.
forward.
That's just like, the big games, their players know what
Yeah.
they have to do. They have to put 100%, 110% in every effort play.
Yeah.
It result in the biggest comeback to win.
It's just
the grand
crazy that
final.
like for the third year in a row they've wanted it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And,
yeah,
like you could see how much, like, obviously you see how much Cleary wanted it with the effort he put in, but like the effort Crichton put in to get to the line to put that slam the ball down,
Yeah.
it's just
They wanted it more.
fucking ridiculous.
As we said, you feel for the Broncos fans.
Yep.
Because they did everything right to beat the Panthers, other than just hold on for dear life. When they're in that zone, you just gotta try
Yeah.
and just
Oh.
make the tackles. But
And then when Cleary said in his Clive Churchill medal speech, "We're only just getting started,"
yeah.
I'm like, no, you can't say that, bro. You're like, surely something's gonna happen next
Yeah.
year.
Well, they lose another couple players, but it seems like they just always have someone. The next
Yeah.
man up from New South Wales
Like-
Cup's going to be the
like
next big thing.
last year, other than maybe I would say other than Cleary, I thought their two best players were Kickout and Coruscant, and they
Yeah.
lost both of them.
And I mean, like Taylor May was no slouch last
Yeah.
year either. He was like one of the rookie players of the year, and,
And that's the thing,
and
like,
he's gone for the whole season as well. You go, oh, this is going to be a tough
Yeah.
ass.
And then next year he'll just slot back in.
Yeah, that's. the
I
thing.
reckon they push him to-
Crichton
Push him
and
to
Scotland, so-
Taruva's center.
Yep, he'll play center. Just, it's a scary, scary team. That's 1-3 in a row. Have you seen like some of the aftermath and like the partying and that sort of
Yeah,
stuff?
when Fisher Harris and the
Fisher.
owner, who's mom?
Who's mom? Who's mom?
Your mom.
I like that at the same press conference where last year Fisher Harris was an idiot and was saying the stuff about Para.
Yeah.
The Penrith CEO said he's got laryngitis,
Yeah,
so he can't talk
speak.
today.
Yeah.
That's a good excuse. He also said they went to sleep. That's why he has laryngitis. None of them slept that night. I can tell you that.
Speaking of sleep, I just want to mention. So at 6 a.m. in the morning on the Today Show,
Yeah.
they interviewed Ivan Cleary, who said he was backdooring it
Yeah.
to go to sleep for an hour.
He was absolutely buckled as
Oh.
well.
There was one stage where he's put his hand up in the air. He's got a Canadian club in his
Yeah.
hand. I'm like, bro.
He talks about
You are buckled.
you gotta like thank Cleary's mum because
If he
if,
married anyone
if it was
else,
anyone else, he wouldn't have been anywhere
He
near as
would've-
talented.
he would have been a shit player.
Which is fucking hilarious. Yeah, things you love to see. Like the boys getting on the piss. I love Jerome Luai fighting back at fans as well. You got work in the morning.
Yeah.
Post
Oh,
a photo on Instagram.
I said that on the trade that he was going to say that, and I'm like, nah, no way. he
Also,
did.
funniest shit ever, because 95% of people that saw that post did not have work in the morning.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
Public holiday, Jerome, you idiot. But no.
Well, that's the other thing we haven't even mentioned. So not only did Cleary do that in the last 20 minutes, Luai's off, Yo's off for a HIA. Sorensen was off for a HIA.
But they both came back on though.
Yeah, but when they started this comeback, they were off.
Yeah.
And was it Tungo also was off?
I think Tonga was on. I think it was only the three of them.
Yeah.
It was Luai, Sorensen, and Yo that were off.
Still
Yeah.
a big ask. But,
Like I said in the chat, because like obviously I'm at the game. They don't announce when fucking people go off for injuries. I'm like, why the fuck is Jerome Luai off?
Yeah.
the shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Cogger steps up to the game and he plays a pretty big part as well.
yeah.
Just helping steer the ship with
Played
clearance.
nice and deep into the line.
Another grand final
Nice.
winner who will be going to another club as well. He's off to the Knights, I believe.
Speaking of like people that like grand final wins, Luke Garner
Yeah.
has now won a grand final.
A
Aaron Peachy has now won a grand final.
couple of Tigers legends. Lucas would love us talking about those two players. Talk about West Tigers actually. You know, anything else you want to add by the grand final? Yeah.
I'm
done
pretty
with
sure
that?
that's all wrapped up
Oh,
by the grand
yeah.
final.
Just hats off to
I'm pretty sure we
hats off to the Penrith. You know,
pretty sure we could go on for
they're-
hours about
yeah,
it,
I mean,
but
they're too.
we
good.
don't have hours.
They're too good. They're too good. Understandably. You know, a team who's not good. West Tigers, that's what I was saying. They are changing their logo next year for, was it 25 years, Dan?
Yeah, 25
So,
years.
you know, another logo change, a coach change, another captain change. They just fucking change. They change everything every year. Like,
They like changing the stadiums they play at.
yeah,
And,
they're just they change everything and back-to-back spoons. So I mean, what do you expect? Maybe another spoon? Who knows?
Hey, they can't go any worse than this year
They can't.
until 2025.
25. Okay, so
Maybe if they bring in another team.
but we'll stop beating on the Tigers.
Aw.
It's the last week of getting to, I guess. So anything else we want to beat on the Tigers about?
oh no, because
Um,
now's the most fun part of the like being a Tigers fan or being near Tigers
Yeah.
fans, where they convince themselves that next year they'll be better.
Yeah.
And they keep saying, "No, we'll be in the 8. Look at the players we got. Look at the roster." Like,
It's only upwards from here. Their
Yeah.
spine.
and they
Trying to
always
think
find a
of.
new way. They find a new way to disappoint them. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Their spine is what? Sullivan
Caesar,
and Caesar.
Coruscant,
Interesting.
Buller.
We'll see. We'll see.
Will they still have Wakeham and stuff? Like, I'm guessing probably Wakeham will play
Yeah, I don't know.
New South Wales.
Might go to
Yeah.
New South Wales or even go to Super League. But
Yeah.
well, talking about some rugby league, the Pacific tests soon. They are. Is it next week, Dan? Or
14th of October.
14th of October.
First
So-
game to Australia versus Toa Samoa.
Teams are named. A couple of interesting selections. Valentine Holmes won that. Very interesting,
Yeah.
considering his off-field shenanigans.
Yeah, I would have thought almost just go, you know what? Take this time off and get out of the limelight.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to get ripped into by fans.
Yeah.
Over what I assume to be a sugar packet, but
Yeah.
I can't say anything specifically because, like, you know, it's all alleged. Anyone else? The
just
selections.
looking at the
I know
team.
people are talking about like Teddy over like your
Ponga
Walshes
or-
or your
Yeah.
Edwards or your
I think you go
Pongers.
Teddy just for the experience.
Yeah,
But even though, like, obviously, Edwards has had a lot better year. Reece Walsh has had a lot better year. But just
Yeah.
Teddy for the experience, and he gets automatically picked anyway for captain.
he gets picked every year, and he doesn't do us any wrong, other than New South Wales the first game. That was pretty rough, but yeah. Actually, yeah, New South Wales. Wow, we're just good at these segues
Yeah.
here.
Speaking of New South Wales.
Freddie retires from being the New South Wales coach. Billy
Yeah.
Slater signs on for 3 years, which happened the same day, which was crazy to me. I don't know if it was planned that way by Queensland.
Or maybe Freddie saw that Billy was on and he's like,
And he's like, oh
ooh.
shit, I can't beat him.
The reason he's come out in the media saying that he wasn't offered a long enough contract or nowhere near the money he was on last, where it was they believed it to be a 5-month job instead of a whole year job now. So they cut his pay pretty much in half and said, "Oh, we'll only sign you for another year," and kind of base it on that, not go for a 2-year contract what he was
I mean,
after.
Well,
Who's he on contract with for TV rights? Like,
Yeah, he's
Isn't
on
he
Channel
9?
9.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets paid by 9 every week anyway. So
He's going to get decent money no matter what, but I guess he was just looking for some more stability.
yeah,
I don't blame him for paying him for so many months because he obviously barely watched football if he thought TPJ was ever a fucking good idea. So
Yeah, well,
Hmm.
that's rough. That's rough. They asked him in the interview, they said, oh, is there anything you'd wish you could go back and change? And he said, maybe win in Adelaide. Would have been nice.
that would have been nice, Freddie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would have been nice.
But I heard on the way over here today that good old Loza Daly might be making a comeback with the coaching. You never know.
Loz's lock. Leachy and Loza.
There has been names thrown up like Craig Bellamy
Yeah.
and Ricky Stewart,
Ricky.
but obviously they'd have to step down. Or I don't think they would have to step
They
down.
don't have to because
Yeah.
it's been done before. People just reckon it's a bit tough to juggle both, but
Yeah,
it can definitely be done. I mean, like Madge Maguire was the coach of New Zealand for how long?
yeah.
And he was coaching Tigers, which I mean they weren't going too well, but
Yeah.
maybe you do have to split it up.
It would be funny to see a Wayne Bennett come coach New South Wales,
Yeah, no,
just
that would
to
be cool.
spite Queensland or something like.
Yeah, I think maybe any of the ex-Tigers coaches, maybe a Tim Sheens in New South Wales, mate. Sheens ball, the Sheenius.
that's what we need.
Benji to retire mid-year and go coach New South Wales.
Or like a Paul Gallen, Robbie Farah combo. I don't know. We're just
Paulie
tossing up
G.
ideas here.
Get Jared Hayne in the crew.
I don't know who I was talking to, but
Out of jail.
I don't know who I was talking to, but someone was saying they need more of a people person,
A people
Like,
person.
not like a coach, like just someone who's good with people and can like
People
connect
manager.
with.
But
Yeah, keep
then
people manager.
what was Freddie there for? I thought that was his whole shtick.
Bring in the
Hey.
guru, the rugby league guru.
He just likes sucking off bloody fucking Penrith and Roosters players.
I mean, if we had a full Penrith team, undoubtedly, I think we win 3 in a row series. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Unfortunately, they're not all New South Wales players. though.
I'm sure they're Samoan New South Welshmen and New Zealand New South Welshmen.
Yeah, like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Fisher Harris.
I was about to say it's Leota and Fisher Harris.
Well, I think that's it for NRL, unless you guys have anything else you want to throw in there.
What a
Hey,
game.
The Dally M's happened. We didn't really pick any of them right. I think I got Captain of the Year right. I picked Reynolds, which I was pretty happy
I
with.
think you said Taruva as
Rookie.
Taruva.
yeah.
rookie.
And then a couple of you went Webster for coach.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
Webster for coach of the year.
And I mean, the shocking one was Ponga, who got the Dally M. None of us
Yeah.
picked that.
Ah.
I mean, I said Nico Hines. I wasn't too far off at third place. Am I right?
I said Sean Johnson, he got second.
Yeah, well, you know, Nico was robbed, but
Sean Johnson was robbed.
yeah, well, that is true. Poor
How about
Shawnee.
Jez Tavanga? Did you see his Instagram post about
Yeah.
it?
It was, Kanye? Oh, not Kanye. Yeah.
Another
but,
person that was robbed, Dream Baller.
Dream. Pour one out for Dream because
All one out.
he was arguably one of the better players for Tigers and carried their season. And yeah, maybe he deserved the rookie. Who knows? Lucas,
Yeah.
we'll ask you. Okay, he's not here.
Thanks for the input, Lucas.
Another thing that happened this weekend was the Koori knockout, and the winners of it was Walgett Aboriginal Connections. That is Georgie Rose's team. No Limit Boxing.
Gorgeous Georgie.
Gorgeous Georgie.
Had Fight and Wyden in the team.
White and Whiten. They had Isaiah
Whiten.
Tass. But they were led around by one man who played phenomenally. Ex-Dally M player. Can you guess who it is? It's Ben Barber, mate.
I was
Benny
gonna-
Barber.
I was going to
Benny
say it. I
Barbs.
didn't know if he was still allowed to get around on a footy field.
Yeah, Benny Barber steadied the ship. He got a try assist. He's honestly really good. Like he's still got it. And I
Oh.
don't know how he's not playing for a Super League or an NRL. I guess because he's
Just-
been banned from
I
everywhere.
was about to say, just
Yeah.
burnt too many bridges, especially when he got that last opportunity for Cowboys and then threw rocks.
Yeah, it was a close game. I think they came similar to the Rugby League NRL Grand Final. They came back and won against. They're called War. I'm blanking on the name of it. Dan, if you get it up for me. They came back. They were down probably I think 12 points, and they just stormed home. As I said, Barber had the hand in everything. And then Isaiah Tass was a weapon. It's crazy. They actually versed a pretty stacked roster for the other team. They had Braden Trindle, Jesse Ramian, Ferguson, and there was a
Is
couple.
that the team with Tyrone Roberts as well? Was it?
Tyrone Roberts. Yeah, they were a pretty stacked team, and I thought they would take it out just purely from the spine
Yeah.
that they had. But Walgett held in and beat him to the like that was the second year they made the grand final, and they lost last year but win this year.
I've got it here.
Yeah.
It's I'm sorry if I butcher this name to
Is
any
it word digi?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with word digi. I don't know.
Word Digimon.
Word the jury.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with that. I'm sorry for any Aboriginal listeners if
It's-
I butchered that name, but it's the word the jury Aboriginal Rivers
Yes, that's
or
it.
war.
Yeah, war. So it was whack versus war.
I'm gonna
I
whack
love
your
it.
war.
But that was a good game. Another thing that happened in the Curry knockout was a bit of a fight. I don't know if you've seen, boys. It was a bit of a fight.
In the Corey knockout.
In the Curry knockout, there was a
Josh
knockout.
Adokar getting knocked out.
There was a knockout in the knockout, and there was also a festival on the same day called Knockout, Dan. I don't know if you know that.
No way.
It was a day for knockouts.
Like,
I think I've got to go.
slightly off topic, but you know that festival. Supposedly the Broncos couldn't get to sleep till like 12 o'clock because it was on.
The
And it was
festival was on to like 11 or something like that.
Well, I'm gonna go have to sit in the corner just to like fathom how many knockouts
there was. But I seen something like Adokar posted on a story like saying, "Oh, you don't know the full story." Like him kind of pretty much saying he didn't get knocked out and he like knocked someone out or something. So who knows? Who knows?
Allegedly.
unlike him to get his tail up about something.
Yeah, I'd like the video going around. You can kind of see a figure that looks like Josh Adokar punch someone and then like stand back like this. But who knows? It may have been him. It may have couple of times said, "Let's trot, brah, let's trot," but can't really get the audio. But
But I'm sure that's exactly what was said
Exactly what was
multiple
said.
times.
But no, it was a great weekend. I love watching the games. It's so cool to see the NRL players versus people, regular average Joes like us.
Yeah.
And you see the skill level difference. Like even when it was not Albert Kelly. Who's the one playing for Titans?
There is an Albert Kelly that plays for Titans.
Albert Kelly? No. Isaac Kelly? No.
Brian Kelly.
Brian
Kelly. That's the one.
So yeah, Albert played
used
for
to
Broncos,
ages
sorry,
ago, yeah.
and played for Titans ages ago as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. Kelly was an absolute beast. And just like it took 4 people to tackle him, and you can just see the level difference of what an NRL player is to just your average Joes.
How about
Joe's Gymnasium?
it was funny, like because there's only one ref, no video ref and stuff. Was it Combined Countries where they're like old
It's actually Jones.
yeah.
So it's Matty C's mate's
like
uncle or something like that.
yeah, one of the best illegal strips for a try that you've ever seen.
The ref was like probably 10
the-
meters behind it on the other side, so he couldn't see.
He just pushes the ball out, picks it up. Everyone sort of stops confused because it's been a rake. He just runs 30 meters and scores a try.
Like in his 40s, just running away with the ball and gets a try.
Because like they don't have video refs and all that shit.
He's a genius. A master of his craft. But yeah, it was a great weekend. And, as I said, I love watching it and hope to see more of it. And hopefully Josh Adokar, brings that back to the Bulldogs.
Let's trot bar.
That's right. AFL Grand Final was another thing that happened on the weekend. There was a bit of a piss up that we went to our close mate Matty C's, and we watched Collingwood defeat the Brisbane Lions 90-86. It was a great game. Surprising, both NRL Grand Final, NRL AFL Grand Final were that good of games.
And the women's NRL as well.
It was. Oh, yeah, true. The Knights versus Titans was close as hell as well. It was just all close games, which kept you on the edge of your seat. Look, we're not big into AFL and we don't know much what's happening on the field, but when you see it close, back and forth, teams go in the lead, team out of the lead. You're like, wow, this game's good. And, it was an entertaining game. We had bets on, a couple of us had Collingwood to win, and mate Jai, as we've talked about before, one of the best punchers in the world. He's Zach Bailey was his undoing of I think it was about $500.
And half a
Collingwood.
point.
And
And
half
half
a
a
point,
point.
yeah. Zach Bailey just had to get another like 2 more disposals. So rest in peace to that multi. Boys, any opinions in the game? I know there was a controversial part at the end where I think there was a penalty or something, and it
Yeah, they played the
resulted.
advantage
Yeah.
where it could have been brought back, which obviously as highly astute AFL
gurus here.
gurus, observers of the highest level, we definitely noticed that at the time.
At the time, I was
Yeah.
like,
Hey, bring it back. Bring it back.
"Come on, ref."
I didn't hear that on the radio
Umpire.
today and go, oh, okay.
Oh, that's what happened.
I just want to say, as a cumulative over the weekend of sport, Queensland just doesn't get sport.
They don't. Titans lose. Lions lose.
Broncos lose. The state championship, New South Wales versus Queensland Cup.
Yeah, Rabbitohs pumped them.
Rabbitohs flogged them.
Yeah.
Queensland just doesn't get sport.
Queensland, you don't get NRL.
We
It's
had
unfortunate.
we had a bit of an idea about what happened in the state versus state competition game. So the Queensland Cup finished 2 weeks ago, where the New South Wales Cup only finished 1 week ago. So we reckon the Queensland Cup players had 2 weeks to party, and they were just in no state to play.
Yeah, they just went to Bali. And
Yeah.
2-week bender is rough. But another thing we're very happy for both teams is they get 2 Mad Mondays, which is something special. So hats off to those lads. Hope they get on the piss. AFL Grand Final, that's pretty much it from us. Up the pies. Up the
Up the
pies.
pies.
Up the pies.
We learnt the Collingwood song over the weekend, so that was cool.
Oh, Collingwood forever.
That's about all we know. But AFL wrapped up for the year. NRL wrapped up for the year. Can't wait for the next season. And
I want to see Dragons lose all year again.
up the Sharks, up the Sharks. All right.
Please make the 8 para.
Please, please. All right. Cricket One Day World Cup starts in only a couple of days. By the time this podcast comes out, it was yesterday, the 5th, Thursday. Boys, I'm excited.
It's cricket season, baby.
It's cricket season. It's horse racing season. I'm definitely going to watch a couple of these games. But I'll throw it to our guru, James. Anything you want to hype up about the cricket season?
So obviously in India, India favourites to take it out. They've been playing some good cricket. They pumped us for 3 games, but I reckon we were just mucking around in them ones, and then the one that we actually cared about, we won.
Yep,
So actually Australia's the favourites.
as we should be.
Yep, as we should be. We've just been playing a bit of possum here or there. The only times we've actually tried was when we won.
Look, they don't even know what possums are. That's Australian. We're playing possum, mate.
We're playing possum, they're playing chess.
Wait, what?
But good to see Glennie Maxwell back in the Australian team after that
Big
unfortunate broken leg that he had. What was that, 12 months or maybe even a little bit longer ago?
Yeah, it seems like forever ago now.
Yeah. So he's looked pretty good in the games he's played as well. Obviously, when he's tried to look good, like the rest of Australia.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's good to just have some cricket on, especially straight after footy's finished. It's good to throw on. It should be running like pretty good time for here. If I'm
First game I just looked is 7:30 p.m.
That's
So-
great time.
Yeah, so
Pretty much same time as what a
Yeah,
cricket game would
rugby
be
league.
here for
So-
like a T20.
and you'll get a few that start earlier and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like because like for instance, like the test matches used to kick off at around 3:00.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's good stuff.
You lose one sport, you get one straight back into it, boys. We'll all become big cricket fans. Well, you guys already are. I'll become the biggest cricket fan over this summer. Don't you worry about it. I'll be telling you all about the leggies and the offies.
And how fast they were bowling.
Yeah, oh, mate, steamers, absolute
Absolute
steamers.
steamers.
Dad, any hype you want to take to the cricket season?
Not really. I think Hopefully
Cousin Pat to go well.
hopefully, yeah, Paddy takes a few wickets and steers the ship a bit. I don't think he's captain in 1 day, is he?
Ooh,
Nah,
rough.
got to. Yeah, he is still playing because I knew he was coming back from that wrist injury. But
Yeah.
Cousin Pat will. He's going to do the best, I reckon, for our team. He'll surprise everyone and be the best one day.
so this website still has him as the captain, but I thought it was handed over in both to Mitch Marsh, but maybe it's just T20 for now.
Maybe, yeah, possibly. Well, if you're still Captain Paddy, steer the ship, bring the cup home.
Bring the cap home.
If not, I'm pretty sure him and Mitch Marsh are best friends, so they're probably
Yeah.
talking to each other, holding each other's pockets and stuff.
I mean, as the Australian Test captain, you'd think Pat would be trying to give Mitch Marsh some
a couple
pointers.
of pointers. No.
But yeah, hopefully
We want the cup. We want the cup.
we won the cup. We haven't won a cup in all year, you know, like any World Cups.
We need it.
We need it.
Yeah,
Our sausages are frothing
I
it.
swear at the start of the year we said we were going to win them all, so we might be a bit off on our calculations so far, but hopefully we get this one.
I haven't checked. Are we out of the Rugby
There's
World Cup?
technically a
Isn't- yeah, I
chance.
was gonna
By
say
the
Fiji
time
have
this
to
comes
lose.
out, we will be out. Because I think, Fiji
Aim
have
for
to lose
Fiji
by
to
over
lose.
8 points to Portugal.
Portugal.
Ah, Portugal.
Always been a big Portugal fan, so
I love my Portuguese brethren.
we'll see how that goes. All right, the listener question this week. It is if you could take 3 players from the Penrith 2021 to 2023 team to your team, who would you pick? And I'm going to throw it over to James first, mate. Who you picking?
Um,
Gotta be one
Look,
obvious one.
you're always going to fit Cleary in.
Yeah.
Does like I think Parramatta's halves are good, but you see what Cleary just did. You fit him in. You kick someone out. I pick Critter because, geez, whenever there's a big moment needed, he just steps up. As good as Cleary was, that second try was all Critter. Just
Yeah.
bash his way over. And then this year's almost warped my decision because I love Kikau, right? And
Yeah.
when you get him in your team, or even a Coruscant, but then you see him play this year and you're like, do you even need him? And I then think maybe I want a Fisher Harris.
Ooh. Fisher Harris, nice. So
Very nice.
that's not a bad couple of selections. I think they would go well at the Parramatta team, you know?
Yeah.
Brad off if you're listening.
Yeah, just
from money around.
get your checkbook out instead
Yeah.
of supposedly Morgan Harper might be.
Ooh, nice. Defensive liability, Wonga Blake traded. All right, Dan, mate, who are you picking for your
Alright,
for the
so-
Dragons?
2 of mine are the same as James's.
Yep.
Obviously, got to go Cleary,
Have to.
the Iceman, best player in the world at the moment. And JFH,
Yeah, James
you
Fisher
know,
Harris,
just does his job. Fucking great forward.
the beast.
Puts Pat Carrigan on his ass. And last but not least, Deadwoods.
Edwards, yeah.
Dragons need a good fucking fullback.
You need a good spine, and those two might be able to help out.
Mate, if Cleary and Deadwoods can't help out Dragons, I think just fold the club, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, like he could bring the Dragons to some sort of like top 8 maybe.
Yeah. So Flano, if you're listening,
Yeah.
don't sign your son. Sign Cleary and Deadwoods, all right?
Edwards. We need him. We need him. All right. As a Sharks fan, I will be picking Cleary as well. Like that's obvious. The next, I think James mentioned him. He's gone to the Tigers, and he's arguably like he's just shown how good of a player he is, and he's just the captain. He's scored so many tries and set up so many tries this year for him. I'll be picking Coruscant. He's just a weapon, and he was part of the 2 of their grand finals that was just too good. The other one I will be picking is Brian Toto. I think he is arguably the best winger in the game. Just his meters that he makes is ridiculous.
There's an argument for best winger ever.
Yeah, he's an absolute workhorse, and ever since he came into the scene, he's just been a PCM like beast. And I mean, Sharks have some great wingers, but I can see Ronaldo just moving to the centers, Toto outside him, and that becomes one of the deadliest sides in the fucking game. But that's my 3. That was a good question. All right, best part of the podcast. I know the fans love it. Dan, what are we doing this week?
All right, mate, we've got a Who Am I? I've got it written down on my phone here.
Who am I? Nice.
All right, I don't know who I want to hit it this week. I might go Brandon.
Ooh, the pressure's on.
All right. So, Brandon, I'll read out what I've got on my phone here. So I don't have a little card in front of my phone here.
Yep, no.
Not at all. All right. So, Brandon, who am I? I was born in Brisbane in 1978.
Fuck.
After playing for the Wynnum Manly Seagulls and East Tigers, I debuted for the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks
Oh,
in
shit.
1994.
Oh, damn.
An influential halfback. I'm the only player to win the Rothmans Medal in both the Brisbane Rugby League and the New South Wales Rugby League competition. I retired in 2004 after stints with the Cowboys, Roosters, Eels, and Broncos, playing 162 first grade games in total. I played 7 matches for Queensland from 1999 to 2001 and went on to become a premiership winning coach. Who am I?
Wait, what teams was it? Cowboys, Roosters, Sharks.
Cowboys, Roosters, Sharks, Eels, and the Broncos.
I know the answer.
Is it coach though? Shit. 1970, so he's about Keefe's age, my dad.
Yes.
I'm lost. Premiership winning coach. Is that was he the actual coach or is he an assistant?
No, he was the actual coach.
I'm
All
blanking.
right, one guess. One.
I'm just trying to think of who. I'm going Paul Green. Fuck it.
Ding 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 ding
Well
ding
done.
ding ding
Well
ding.
done.
I only just
Good
thought
job.
of it right
Yeah.
at the end of my. I'm like,
Rest in peace, Paul Green.
Yeah, rest in peace.
like I was going Brett Cavalli note, Trent Barrett note. Fuck. My brain was.
As soon as he started rattling off the teams, I went, "Oh, yep."
Yeah.
I just didn't know what like years he played from. Yeah, no. Fuck.
I was gonna start pointing out the two his extra drum box in the background over there. Like his last name is that color.
It was literally just came to my mind as I said. I'm like, good stuff. I can't believe I got it right.
And shout out to the NRL game, obsessed with NRL from the Footy Show.
It's just made Dan's life a lot easier.
It definitely has. Now every week I just go to this box of cards and just pick out a new one.
Good.
I think there's about 200 of them, so we got another Who Am I for the next 200 weeks.
200 episodes. Stay tuned. Yeah, no, good stuff, Dan. I love it. And as I said, favorite part of the podcast.
Now I don't have to do any studying.
You never have to study again in your life.
Maybe when Lucas wants me to do horse racing studying.
True. Talking about horse racing, Dan.
Mate, us and segways today.
Segways today are our special.
Call us Paul Blart Walcott.
Because we be segwaying.
So, horse racing. Again, horse racing guru not here. I will take the reins.
We got puns. Jesus Christ.
We have Amelia's Jewel and Imperatives smashing the track records at the Moonee Valley Friday night. We're out at Shorty's golf course. Shout out to Shorty's.
Shout out Shorties.
It's a good place. James was on fine form. He was best on ground. But we were watching the races as we were playing, and Amelia's Jewel is a weapon.
What races they were. Fuck me.
Like Imperatives killed it as well in the sprint over 1,000, but Amelia's Jewel is. Look, I don't want to tune it up because I know Lucas will do it every other week for her, but it was a great race. Just ran around the corner and just stormed home.
Couple shakes of the reins as well. Like
Yeah,
no whip, no nothing.
Whip. But I was saying to James on the day, I think Brightside still has more in him than Amelia's Jewel. Because exactly, the whips weren't cracking down. Amelia's Jewel doesn't know what the whip is.
Could be
Maybe.
Could be scared of the whip.
Could be scared of the whip. How do we know? I think Brightside, when the whips get cracking, Brightside storms in and beats Amelia's Jewel.
I thought you were going to try and rhyme it then,
but we'll ask Lucas how he feels about Amelia's Jewel. And no, he has
Good talk.
Good job, Lucas.
Yeah, both both creating track records is crazy. Imperatives looks like a shoo-in to win some of these sprint races, beating Giga Kick in its last start, and then this start breaking a track record is crazy.
Giga Kick?
Well, Gig Hit's just having a nice little off season this
Oh,
spring, so this summer. But yeah, no, into the next race, which was my top tip, my Leachy's lock, just fine. I said it already. Just it's now 3 in a row, but it's winning at the long distance. So I don't know. Is it a sneaky look for a cup or some maybe a Cox Plate or something? Maybe.
Maybe.
It's killing it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sure Lucas would be able to tell you what races it would actually be listed for, but off my head, don't really know. I'm sure with the wins it's had though, in the Metropolitan, just off my top of my head, it's going well. So I look to put some more money on it in the future, responsibly, obviously.
Definitely responsible.
Another horse that I backed myself on Saturday, Red Reindeer,
Redina? I don't know.
Redina, wins the Epsom with a huge second placing for Kovalika, which was Dan's bet. We didn't mention this in the best bets, but our horse racing multi for the second time we got 3 out of 4, and only loss was
Dan.
I'll take it on the chin. Look, maybe I'll pick a horse that, for a place this week.
maybe a place might be on the cards, but as we said, a close second. It was tough.
It was a bee's dick.
It was so tough.
Maybe more, but
Paying $8 as well. The only thing that made it better for me was being on reindeer for myself. But I think it was $6 or $7, so I was pretty happy for myself. But yeah, no, unlucky for the punters who followed us. Think About It returns with a win in the Premier Stakes.
Bit close for comfort there, but
Yeah, still another good win.
that was first back from its spell, wasn't it?
First back from a spell. Has it lost? I don't think it has. It's a good horse. It's a good horse for the future. Dan, did you watch that race?
no, I did not.
Did not. I was on it as well, so another win for me. Actually had 2 weeks in a row of done well with the punt. I probably should take a rest next week, but I won't. I won't, because responsibly, in moderation.
Very
everything's all right.
responsibly, but give it a bit of a nudge.
I might double it. Another horse, Tropical Quell, headlines a massive day for Waterhouse and Bot Stable. A win in the G1 Flight Stakes. Hawaii 5-0, huge as well.
I must have
didn't get
missed
the
that
win,
race.
but,
Yeah.
I think I watched it. I don't think I backed this one. This is why it doesn't hit home as well. But no, good race from Tropical. Lucas, really missing you here, bud. Really missing you. Don't know
It's
if you
almost like
guys-
you're reading off a script again.
Well, I'm trying to relay his words to you guys, but
Sometimes it feels like I'm reading alien language.
yeah. I'm reading hieroglyphics here, guys. But no, it was a great day of punting, great day of racing, and it's just the season. Only now a couple weeks to the Everest, which I'm really excited for. It'll be on someone's special day, Lucas. He planned it very well. But
I think the Everest jumps at 350 and his wedding starts at 3 or some shit.
Yeah,
so
it'll be
it
great
might,
timing. He might be standing up there saying, "I do hope you win, kick."
kick you donkey. Oh, sorry.
Nah, great stuff, and hopefully Lucas is back next week to read us the horse racing, because he.
And if
does
he's
it
not,
well.
then fuck him.
Then maybe we give James or Dan an attempt at this. See if they can do it better. Who knows? Second best part of the podcast, only to Dan's. Who am I? We have the Couch Commentators' best bets. Mate, after last week, I assume everyone's backing all of our bets responsibly.
Except for James's.
Except for James.
Sorry, mate.
Oh,
Shit.
it's rough. But Lucas's top tip, we'll go to him to see what he's got for us. Hopefully he can get 5 in a row.
What do you got, mate?
G'day guys, Lucas from the Couch Commentators podcast here, looking to go for 5 straight wins when it comes to the tips. And on Saturday, we are heading to Flemington. We're heading to the Gilgai Stakes, which is race number 9, and we're going to take the straight track specialist Star Patrol. That is horse number 2, race number 9, the Gilgai Stakes, Star Patrol, to continue the winning ways. Good luck, punters.
Wow.
Good
That's
stuff.
five. That's
I
5 in a
didn't
row.
think Amelia's Jew was running this
Yeah, I
weekend.
can't believe he's got Amelia's hull hair. No, hopefully he gets us 5 in a row. Hopefully Leachy's lock. Hopefully I can get a back-to-back for finally. I haven't done that for a little while. Welcome back, punters. This week, Leachy's lock, Romantic Warrior, race 8, number 1. Look, we're going for back-to-back. This horse has come from Hong Kong. We've talked about it all podcast. One of the best in Hong Kong. If it performs as it should at its times, it'll flog these horses. But good luck. Happy punting. Get responsibly. Oofed. At those odds, you'd hope I win.
Mate, that's some tough odds right there.
Dad, looking for back-to-back for the first time ever.
Mate,
Chasing Glory. What do you have for us, mate?
mate, last time I dabbled into the world of the unknown,
Yeah.
didn't pay out for me too well. I mean, I did pick GWS to beat Collingwood, but anyway. This week we're going into the realm of the unknown again. V8 Supercars.
Oh, shit.
The Bathurst 1000 is on this
shit.
weekend.
Just when you thought sport was finished, sport's back.
Sport is back, baby. And this week I'm going to be picking the winner of the Bathurst 1000, and it's going to be Shane Van Gisbergen.
Jano.
He's the favourite. He's paying $4. Him and his partner are Stanaway.
Ah, yes.
Don't know what your first name is, mate. Never heard of you. But you and good old Van Gisbergen gonna get the job done.
They're gonna get the dub for Dan. Back-to-back wins, hopefully.
Gamble responsibly.
Where?
1-800-858.
858.
Hunters. How's that?
Hunters.
Dan to go back to
Get on
back. I'm looking forward to that. James, are you going to jump on the horse racing bandwagon with us?
I'm going to have a bit of a look. Might either jump onto a horse race or might have a little look at the EPL. There's still some options to be looking around.
Yeah,
The
World
cricket.
Cup.
Just
Who knows?
load up on whoever's playing the Netherlands.
All right, well, we'll head to Jim for his jam.
Hey guys, James here. Bet of the week this week will be Osmosis, Rose Hill Race 5. It's paying about $2.40. Get on it. It's one of the better odds for a nice short favourite this week.
Fucking yeah, what a
Tasty.
jam. What a jam. That's cool.
That's not the toe jam that I've been offering up for
That's
however
some
many
good
weeks.
strawberry jam, like prime strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam. Well, look to the Instagram for our horse racing multi. Surely this week we get it up. Dan, I'm looking to you.
Lucas, mate, you don't get up this week.
I'm looking to you for a place, please.
No, I'll pick something for a place this week,
All
boys.
right,
Don't worry.
sweet.
Don't
All
worry.
right, we have faith. Gents, anything else you want to add?
No, that's all for me.
Sadly, the NRL's over, but much more sport to come, punters.
We're going to dabble into all the other sports and dabble into our punting. Follow us on Dabble, by the way.
Dabble, sponsor us.
Sponsor us,
please.
please.
We mentioned
Boys.
your name about 15 times throughout the podcast.
Well, guys, thanks for listening. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow the social media channels, and
Hats
We will-
off to Penrith.
that's off to
Hats
Penrith.
off to Penrith.
Up, crowd up.